on adventuring vitality and the lineage of the maritime character. The adventuring spirit of the Maritime Commonwealth does not arise from policy or reaction to decline. It descends from a continuous historical disposition, a habit of life that has expressed itself in different forms across the centuries, but has never vanished from the character of the English people. From its earliest formation, the Anglo-Saxon world was not sedentary. It was shaped by migration, sea crossing, and risk. The early English were not empire builders in the continental sense. They were settlers, traders, raiders, and lawmakers who carried custom with them across waters. Kingship emerged late, and conditionally law, oath, and personal reputation preceded central authority. The sea was not a boundary, but a corridor. This adventuring energy was neither purely martial nor purely commercial. It was a compound of courage, cunning, loyalty, and appetite, a willingness to hazard life and fortune under known rules rather than submit to inner mobility. Glory was not an abstract. It was earned by action, witnessed, sung, and remembered. Wealth was not hoarded but circulated. Honour was inseparable from movement. The disposition survived Christianization, feudalization, and the monarchy. It re-emerged in the merchant adventurers, the chartered companies, the privateers, navigators, and the explorers of the early modern world. The so-called imperial age was not its origin, but its most expansive expression, a period in which this latent maritime vitality, now armed with ships, finance, and law, projected itself across the globe. Yet empire distorted what it expressed. As scale increased, it ventured hardened into administration. Risk gave way to bureaucracy. Glory was converted into abstraction. The Commonwealth therefore does not seek to resurrect empire, but to recover the earlier animating spirit that made expansion possible at all. In this sense, the Commonwealth finds its classical analogue not in imperial Rome, but in Odysseus. Odysseus is not merely a warrior of the Iliad, nor merely a trader and navigator of the later Greek world. He uniquely embodies both. He fights at Troy with endurance and courage. It survives not through brute force, but through intelligence, adaptability, and foresight. After the war, he does not found an empire. He wanders, bargains, deceives, learns foreign customs, survives by wit, and returns home transformed. In Odysseus, the two Greeces are united, the heroic, war-bound Greece of honour, courage, and endurance, and then the commercial, maritime Greece of exchange, navigation, cunning, and cosmopolitan contract. This union is precisely the spirit claimed by Maritime Commonwealth of Britain. Like Odysseus, Britain is a sea-born people shaped by conflict, but perfected by navigation. Its genius lies not in permanent conquest, but in a movement between worlds, between war and trade, home and the horizon, law and risk. Where Achilles embodies pure heroic finality, Odysseus embodies survival, return, and continuity. He is not the martyr of glory, but its steward. The Commonwealth therefore rejects both the cult of endless war and the fantasy of frictionless commerce. It affirms instead the adventurer citizen, disciplined yet daring, loyal yet curious, grounded in law yet willing to hazard himself beyond it in lawful ways. The vital energy is not reckless, it is trained, inherited, and bounded, but it is essential. A nation that ceases to adventure does not become peaceful, it becomes inward, ideological, and resentful. A people denied lawful risk will seek compensatory myths or destructive access. The Maritime Commonwealth exists to prevent that fate. By orienting the state towards the sea, by honouring navigation, trade, and intelligence as civic goods, and by restraining power through law rather than stifling life through doctrine, the Commonwealth restores continuity between past and future. It does not ask its people to imitate their ancestors, but to inhibit the same posture towards the world. Like Odysseus of old, the Commonwealth does not seek to escape home forever, nor to remain enclosed with it. It ventures outward in order to return wiser, wealthier, and still itself.